in the previous class we have discussed about the alimentary canal, right? Now we are going to discuss about the digestive glands, associated digestive glands. So here in the digestive glands we have discussed about the 5 types of digestive glands. First is salivary glands, next liver, pancreas, stomach glands are called as gastric glands, intestine lo unde glands ni intestinal glands antamu, and next, so these are the 5 types of glands which we are going to discuss. Okay, liver and pancreas will be discussed in the next class. Now I am going to discuss about salivary glands, gastric glands and intestinal glands. Salivary glands, the name itself says salivary glands are present in the mouth region, and these buccal cavity. In the buccal cavity we can see these salivary glands. They produce what? Saliva. They secrete saliva. So different types of salivary glands we have discussed in the last class: parotid, submaxillary, submandibular or submandibular, and next sublingual salivary glands. So here they contain cells called mucus cells. Those mucus cells are playing very important role for secretion of the saliva, and the composition of saliva is water, salts, mucin, and also ptyalin or salivary amylase is present. Here the enzyme which is present is called as salivary amylase. It is also called as ptyalin, and this is important for 2 marks. Okay, and here in the saliva one more enzyme is also present called lysozyme, which kills the bacteria. Whenever we are eating food lo em untayi, what will eat as a food? We'll eat rice. Rice is nothing but carbohydrate. We'll eat pulses, which is nothing but proteins. So those, and we'll eat oil. Oil is nothing but fat. So we are going to eat carbohydrates, proteins and fat. These carbohydrates, proteins and fats must be digested with the help of the enzymes released by these all glands. Okay, so we will see what are the secretions, and these are very important. You just keep all this in your mind, and while discussing about the 4 marks answers, we will be again we have to remember all these things. Okay, so here salivary glands are producing which type of enzymes? Ptyalin or salivary amylase. Okay, and this pH of this salivary saliva is 6.8. If it is less than 7, acidic pH. It is called as what? Acidic pH. If it is more than 7, it is basic pH. So acidity and basic, base or acid, and so in chemistry you will be dealing very much. Okay, so pH, if it is 6.8, it is acidic. Okay, so here it contains in the saliva, the composition of the saliva is water, salts, mucin, ptyalin or salivary amylase. Other name of salivary amylase is ptyalin, and the enzyme released is here lysozyme, which kills the bacteria. Whenever we are eating along with the food, sometimes bacteria may also enter. So to kill this bacteria, lysozyme is playing very important role. So this is about the salivary glands, and the next glands is gastric glands. The stomach lining is nothing but is lined by epithelial tissue, epithelium. So that epithelium of stomach wall is producing this gastric juice, acting like a gastric gland. Okay, in the stomach we have read about 3 regions. What are the 3 regions of stomach? Cardiac, fundic and pyloric region. So these regions are acting like a glands now. Okay, the epithelial cells of these regions are playing like a glands, and they are producing juice called gastric juice. They are producing juice called gastric juice. The pH of this juice is 0.9 to 1.8. The pH of gastric juice is 0.9 to 1.8. That means acidic pH. Next, 3 types of the glands which are present in the stomach region are cardiac glands, which secretes mucus. Okay, pyloric glands, which secretes mucus, and gastrin hormone. So and next, fundic or oxyntic glands. These are producing 3 types of cells are present in the fundic or oxyntic region, and those are nothing but neck cells, peptic or chief cells, oxyntic or parietal cells. In the fundic region, fundic glands are also called as oxyntic glands, which are containing 3 types of cells: neck cells, peptic cells and oxyntic cells. These peptic cells are also called as chief cells. Oxyntic cells are also called as parietal cells. Neck cells are producing mucus. Mucus is nothing but శ్లేష్మం. So food అనేది ఈజీగా జారడానికి, ఈజీగా మూవ్ అవ్వడానికి. So it is lubricating. It is acting like a lubricating agent. Okay, mucus is acting like a lubricating agent. Jarada. Yes or no? In the trachea, in the tract, digestive tract, the food must move. So in order to make it easy, mucus is produced. Okay, and here peptic cells are chief cells are producing proenzyme. Two types of proenzymes are produced by peptic cells. Those are nothing but called as proenzymes. Those proenzymes are pepsinogen and prorenin. Pepsinogen and prorenin. Okay, oxyntic or parietal cells. These cells are playing very important role for production of HCl. ఎప్పుడైనా ఫుడ్ తినడం లేట్ అయింది అనుకోండి, మనకి ఏమవుతుంది, విల్ ఫీల్ ద సెన్సేషన్ ఆఫ్ బర్నింగ్ సెన్సేషన్ ఇన్ ద స్టమక్. ఎస్, విల్ ఫీల్ అ బర్నింగ్ సెన్సేషన్ ఇన్ ద స్టమక్ డ్యూ టు ద ప్రొడక్షన్ ఆఫ్ HCl. టైం ప్రకారంగా ఫుడ్ తీసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది మనం. సో ఎప్పుడైతే ఆ టైం మిస్ అయ్యి నెక్స్ట్ ఫుడ్ తీసుకోవడం మానేస్తామో అప్పుడు మనకి స్టమక్లో ఒక సెన్సేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, బర్నింగ్ సెన్సేషన్. That is just because of HCl. So parietal or oxyntic cells of the spondylic region, they will produce HCl. Okay, and next, Castle intrinsic factor is also produced by oxyntic or parietal cells. This Castle intrinsic factor, they plays very important role for absorption of B12. B12 is a vitamin. Okay, this vitamin plays very important role in production of so many proteins. Okay, and DNA also sometimes. Okay, so this is about the gastric juice. Gastric juice is produced by gastric glands, which is produced by the stomach wall, epithelium of stomach wall. Is it fine? Here little amounts of gastric lipase is also produced. Gastric lipase. Lipase is an enzyme which splits the fat molecules. Okay, we'll see in the digestion. 4 marks lo chala important. Digestion, protein digestion, fat digestion and carbohydrate digestion. We'll see in the next topic. Okay, now the next gland is intestinal gland. Intestinal glands are playing very important role for the production of a juice called intestinal juice or succus entericus. What is the juice of intestinal glands produced? Called as succus entericus or intestinal juice. Here in the succus entericus, the pH of the succus entericus is 7.5 to 8. Okay, 7.5 to 8. That means the pH is base. The pH of the intestinal juice or succus entericus is base. It is acting like a base. Next, here different types of enzymes are produced. Those are peptidases, disaccharidases, intestinal lipase, and little amounts of lysozyme is also produced, and enterokinase enzyme is also produced. So here enterokinase is acting like a activator, enzyme activators. ఈ enzymes అన్ని యాక్టివ్గా ఉండాలంటే one agent should be there. ఓకే, వెళ్ళి అటాక్ చేయండి. ప్రోటీన్స్ వచ్చాయి, కార్బోహైడ్రేట్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ వచ్చాయి మన బాడీలోకి, అటాక్ చేసి వాటిని బ్రేక్ చేయండి అని ఎంటెరోకైనస్ ఎంజైమ్ యాక్టివేట్ చేస్తుంది వేరే ఎంజైమ్స్ని. సో హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యాక్టింగ్ లైక్ ఎంటెరోకైనస్ ఇస్ యాక్టింగ్ లైక్ అ ఎంజైమ్ యాక్టివేటర్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ peptidases. Peptidases are the enzyme which are going to break the proteins, and disaccharidases are the enzymes which are going to break the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates ఏంటి? Sucrose. Sucrose has been broken down by sucrase enzyme. Maltose is broken down by maltase enzyme, and lactose. So enzymes are called ACE. Sucrase, maltase and lactase are produced by the intestinal glands. And next, tripeptidases, dipeptidases, aminopeptidases are the enzyme which are going to break the protein molecules. Dipeptides, tripeptides, monopeptides ఉంటాయి కదా, వాటిని బ్రేక్ చేయడానికి మనకి peptidases enzymes యూజ్ అవుతాయి. Okay, next, here the lining of the intestinal gland have cells called Paneth cells. That Paneth cells are producing lysozyme, which is also helpful for killing the bacteria. ఒకవేళ బై మిస్టేక్ మన బకల్ క్యావిటీలో సెలవరీ గ్లాండ్స్ నుంచి మిస్ అయిపోయింది, సెలైవాలో డైజెస్ట్ అవ్వలేదు బ్యాక్టీరియా, దెన్ ఒకవేళ బై మిస్టేక్లో intestine-లోకి enter అవుతే, then here the lysozyme will be killing that bacteria. So these are the 3 types of the glands that we have discussed. Okay, next we are going to discuss about the liver and pancreas in the next class.